Hello everybody and welcome back to a new episode of the Lotto Career Mode here in PCM 25. We finished Tour de France in Season 2 in the last episode, so if you missed it, be sure to check out. We had some nice duel for the KOM. But now we're in 1st of August, which means we're gonna build our super team for next season. Because let's be honest, 4 monuments have passed and we've only achieved 1 third place. We wanna better that in Season 3. We wanna win monuments in Season 3. So let's go to the dossier page and start negotiating with the riders on our radar. Starting with our current squad, where we've got both Lennart van Eetveld and Arnaud Delis out of contract for next year. With both of them being part of that OG Lotto squad, we definitely want to renew them, and their performances haven't been bad at all. We were of course hoping for a better classic season with Arnaud Delis, but he still managed the 3rd place in Milano-San Remo, as well as a stage win in Tour de France. And Lennart van Eetveld also got that stage win in the Tour de France, also getting a 3rd place in La Flèche Wallonne. So apparently we got 6 million left to spend, and that makes about 500k monthly salary if I'm not mistaken. So we've got plenty of money, so let's offer what Arnaud Delis wants. Let's do it 3 years, why not? And he's happy with 51.6k. That's 610k per year, so we still have 5.3 million, quite a lot of money. So another 4 points will go to Lennart van Eetveld. He's also happy with a luxury teammate, to be honest, but bro, you're not a luxury teammate, come on. I'm going to give you 31k, another 3 years, and he's going to be happy with it. We're going to have so much money by the looks of it. Another rider I want to re-sign is Lars Krabs. He's got 76 hills, 75 acceleration, and his growth has been quite nice in the team. So that's another point. We will have 49 remaining after that, and for Lars Krabs, around 10k is pretty good. He's happy with it. Now then, time to bolster our classic squad, and it's gonna start with our new Cobbles leader. I've asked you guys previous episode to pick between Florian Vermeersch, 27 years old at 78 cobbles with 73 hills, or the Dutchman Tibor Del Grosso. He is 23 years old with 76 cobbles but 75 hills. And he's also got 5.5 star potential on the North Classics. That cobblestone stat can increase. So we're going to contact him. You guys chose Del Grosso and that is 3 points. But while making an offer on Tibor Del Grosso, I just want to say how easy it is to make transfers in PCM. A top talent like Tibor Del Grosso out of contract is going to be fought within teams in real life. I mean, first off, it's also very easy to just sign riders for long-term deals while keeping the salary at a very low rate, 18.2k per month. That is a bargain for a rider like Tibor Del Grosso. And I know we've got dossier points, which kind of limits us to sign all these riders, even if we have the money. It is kind of unrealistic that we have a career mode, a cycling management game. It is Pro Cycling Manager. It is restricted by these imaginary points and scenarios. PCM going forward really needs to change this transfer system. I'm much looking forward to Welle Victory, the new cycling management game coming out this spring. And I'm very excited to see how the transfer season evolves in that game. But anyway, let's sign Tibor Del Grosso, shall we? 18.2k for another 3 years. Here we go. So Tibor Del Grosso is a good pick for Paris-Roubaix and Ronde van Vlaanderen, but this man, Thibaut Nice, could be the rider that wins us Liège-Bastogne-Liège. Maybe he is the rival of Tibor Del Grosso in the cyclocross, but they're gonna be teammates in Lotto. 9 more points spent on Thibaut Nice, the 23-year-old Belgian talent. He's gonna be asking for quite a lot of money, but thankfully we've got the sponsorships to deal with that. I'm gonna put on leader for 2 years. 53.6k, not enough. 56, okay, I've got one more go, gonna play it safe. 58.6k, Thibaut Nice to Lotto is a done deal. So let's end part 1 of the transfers with another big move, and that is going to be Laurens de Plus, experienced climber, mainly a luxury domestique, and he could do the duty here in Lotto Specialized, a Belgian team. At this point, we're going for a full Belgian team, but anyway, and 36.2k will be enough to sign Laurens de Plus. We've still got 7 more spots to fill in this transfer window, But now, time to do some racing in the meantime. And we're starting with a race that I would really like to win in this career mode. It is the San Sebastian Classic. Very strong lineup here in the Basque Country. But we've got Thibaut Nice, our future rider, in the favorites. Meanwhile, we're going here with Lennart van Eetveld. Before starting the race, quick reminder to support this series. Let's try to reach 200 likes on this episode, so I know 200 of you are enjoying this career mode. And I hope I can surprise you in the gameplay with a victory in San Sebastian. So starting the race, Lennart van Eetveld has a 0 day, that is the +1 on the climbing stats. And this route actually suits the punchers quite heavily with a very steep climb in the last 10 kilometers, Murgil-Tontora. And right now, with 136 kilometers to go, I think it's going to be all down to that final climb. But there's a rider 12 minutes down. I wonder who that is. Oh my word, it's actually Chris Froome with 63 mountain, 59 flat, riding Classica San Sebastian. I think time's up, buddy. So I'm not surprised there are no attacks because the pace set by UAE is incredible. Attack du Alaphilippe. Oh my word, 66 kilometers to go. Alaphilippe loved the spirit, but we've got Almeida working at the front. That is never going to work. But yeah, we're running out of domestiques one by one. Lennart van Eetveld though, he's feeling pretty okay. We're now here on the top of Alto de Jaizkibel. Remco Evenepoel doing an attack at the top of Jaizkibel, but we've got a long downhill to come now. Lennart van Eetveld and Paul Marty, only 2 riders with energy, but we've survived the big climbs. It's now time to show our punch as we fight for victory in San Sebastian. So we've got a breather in the downhill, but now time for the final 2 climbs. Starting off with Alto de Arcale, looking quite steep, only 2 kilometers long though. Let's survive that and it'll be all down to Murgil-Tontora, the final climb. But here in this one, we've got attacks. Mathieu van der Poel attacking. UAE riders also going for it. I think that is Ayuso going. Tadej Pogacar also at the front. So we got to use Paul Marty. So we shouldn't be in the second group. Lennart van Eetveld doing well to follow the attacks. We've got some attacks by Little Trek. There is Thibaut Nice looking extremely strong at the front of the group. 11 kilometers to go. First attack by Nice van der Poel. The more classic specialist going for it. And Pogacar looking at riders to pull here. Mathieu van der Poel goes early. What's going to happen in this group? We're in the wheel of Tadej Pogacar, and I think he's going to launch the attack as we start the final climb. After that, it is downhill, so it's now or never for riders. And there we go, following Tadej Pogacar, monstrous attack. There is Remco Evenepoel. Come on, try to catch their wheel. There's still 1 more kilometer to climb. Trying to build some red, but oh my god, we're in the top 12 riders of the group. Can we beat Tadej Pogacar though? Here, having a little bit more energy. Just the final few meters remain. I'm waiting. I don't want to lose my red for nothing. And there goes Evenepoel. I gotta go 99. No. That final push. Pogacar and Evenepoel's got it. We couldn't hang on with them. Now try to follow Mathieu van der Poel in the downhill, but we're fully gone. As we go in towards San Sebastian. Can we get some energy back? But I don't think we're going to have any chance to sprint for it here. In 2 kilometers to go. Let's go 99 with Lennart van Eetveld. 1.8 kilometers to go. Try to follow Jonas Vingegaard for a final push. I think let's go now. With 800 meters. But oh my god, we just don't have the legs to be at the front. It is going to be Tadej Pogacar who wins ahead of Mathieu van der Poel. We came very close, but unfortunately the aliens got us once again. It is 7th place for Lennart van Eetveld, but that was a fun final climb right there. Next race on the calendar, Tour of Poland. We've got 5 flat stages, but the 4th one also has some climbs in the middle. Then stage 5 and 6 are very tough stages. One in Zakopane, one in Bukowina. Those stages are brutal. We've got Victor Sonins trying a bid for GC. He has won the final stage of Tour de Wallonie, which a race I've played off camera. And he won the GC ahead of Matteo Jorgensen. But I think this is going to be more difficult. So our first try will be here in Warsaw, and the trains are going ham. I tried to attack, but now I'm losing red with this Scrutineer here. 2.6 to go. It is a little bit uphill here in 1.4 kilometers to go. 1.8 now. It will be too early to sprint. It will be too early to sprint. I've blocked in slightly. Nice lead out by Milan Menton. There goes this Scrutineer, but yeah, we're way too weak for the riders. Binyam Girmay has also got some nice hill stat, is going to win. The Scrutineer in our first try gets just 6th place. I'm hoping for something better than that. And what happened at the next stages? Well, it was quite a boring Tour of Poland. Stage 2 was another flat sprint, and we got only 7th with this Stefan the Scrutineer. Binyam Girmay once again taking a victory, and we just can't really fight in these sprint stages. Once again, a very bad lead out, and this time Paul Magnier won. Stage 4 ended in another sprint. This time Tim Thorn Teutenberg won, and yes, once again, not a good lead out by me. And stage 5 was a hill stage, and funnily enough, it was Paul Magnier who won that one as well. We got Simone Gualdi, who ended 9th place, but it was a peloton of more than 50 people ending same time. And with that, Girmay still had a 36-second lead on the GC riders. And what's funnier is that Bukovina stage, this stage with over 3,000 meters of altitude, have gone in a reduced sprint in the final climb, where Binyam Girmay survived. Victor Sonens was impressive there, but nothing to beat Tobias Foss. In the GC, Binyam Girmay took lead as we go into stage 7, and this time I was switching up and going with Milan Menton here with the Scrutineer as a lead out. This has been pretty good lead out by this Scrutineer. We got blocked there by Zylard. Milan Menton tries to sprint, leaving a little bit late, but once again it was Girmay who took victory in yellow jersey and won. A very weird edition of Tour de Pologne, even with the sliders. I don't understand how a sprinter like Binyam Girmay was able to win a 1-week race. But time to switch our focus to another race in the same period, Vuelta a Burgos, which Jarno Vidar was scheduled to ride, but unfortunately he just missed it and was unable to start. We got Bahrain in there, little trek here, and we had Jarno Vidar, but yeah, he wasn't in the start list. Pau Marti joined for him, and first 3 stages were all uphill sprints. First in Burgos, then another one with another uphill finish. Stage 3 the same. Stage 4 once again an uphill sprint, and stage 5 was the GC stage, ending in Lagunas de Neila. Very tough climb. And knowing this is an uphill sprint, we made our train. There is Aldo Tayo, our young sprinter, Pau Marti and Doni in the wheel, and with 1.5 kilometers to go, we were very well positioned. There goes Segert, there goes Tayo, there goes Marti, and yeah, the uphill sprints in this game are way too easy. Tayo takes the win in stage 1. There we go, 1, 2, 3, and with Marti and Doni rounding up the podium, I was hoping they got Boni seconds, but weirdly enough, in Vuelta a Burgos, only intermediate sprints give time bonuses and not the finish. That is quite stupid, but anyway, that's why the breakaway riders were in yellow. So there is Tayo in the green jersey trying to repeat the same in stage 2. Right here, we've got UAE trying to make up a sprint train. Max Walscheid here, once again, this time a steeper climb. Pau Marti with a good lead out. There goes Pau Micheldo. He is pretty suited for this finish. Maxim Van Hils as well, and we're gonna get 3rd place behind them. Yeah, but honestly, that finish suited Paul Michel and Maxim Van Hils quite a lot, so still nice to get a 3rd place, but we can't say the same for stage 3 here. It is once again a more sprinty approach. There's our sprint train actually going under Flamme Rouge with 4 riders, and Peloton decide not to follow us, kinda bugged, and yes, we're gonna get another free win with Aldo Tayo. Unfortunately, many occasions I'm struggling to find the right balance of difficulty. We take free wins sometimes, and stage 4, another one of those where Aldo Tayo won the sprint. And I'm not going to show you guys anything from stage 5 because our GC rider here was Milan Doni and his secondaries aren't great. So Andrew August with 81 Mountain won the final stage and took home the GC. Milan Doni finished a respectable 10th place he's not in his fitness peak. He's preparing for La Vuelta. And talking about La Vuelta, Vidar is back from injury and joined straight into the camp in Spain, trying to get ready for La Vuelta, and already he's at 82% fitness, which is quite promising. Before we dive into the next block of racing, I just want to mention some of the transfers that have happened, as AI have announced their first block of transfers. And there are some big ones, with Johnny Milan joining UAE with Jasper Stuyven from Polti Team Visit Malta. UAE really strengthening their squad for next year. And losing Milan, Little Trek focusing on GC with signing Joao Almeida and Florian Lipovic. Two massive signings for Little Trek. But anyway, time to fill our roster once again before AI makes the next block of transfers. So let's go back to dossiers. You guys have seriously requested to sign Tim Rex from Visma Lease Bike development team, and his brother Lawrence Rex would also be a good valuable asset, because we've gone for Tibor Del Grosso, but you know, these monuments are one-day races and race day condition is really important. So I'm gonna go sign another one of these Northern Classic riders for 5 points, and for just 22k, I think I'll take it. He's got 77 cobbles. And his brother is okay for 10k per week as well. So 2 more signings done, 5 to go. I know we've signed Lawrence De Plus as a mountain domestique, but George Zimmerman at the age of 28, he may only have 74 mountain, medium mountain and hills, but he's got 74 flat and insane secondaries. He'd be a super good luxury domestique at a cheap price. 14.4k, there we go. And for the remaining 4, I might go out of scope a little bit and sign Samuel Watson. He is a flat powerhouse with 78 flat at the age of 24. Gonna be a super important domestique for classics, sprint trains, grand tours, you name it. Absolute luxury teammate. 22.2k not enough. 24k will be enough. I think the team looks pretty strong here with just 3 spots remaining. Let me know in the comments how I've done this transfer window and what spots you'd like to see strengthen ahead of the next episode. Just 3 spots remaining now. Back to the racing then, and we've got Circuit Franco-Belge, where Arnaud Delis returns back to racing, a hilly parcours against Remco Evenepoel and all these punchy riders. What is going on in Circuit Franco-Belge? I mean, how much money they've got to bring on all these stars. But yeah, we got Arnaud Delis. We're hoping for an uphill sprint. Here we are in Franco-Belge, and unfortunately I have to show you guys the replay because I'm having a lot of trouble recording this episode and quite a lot of laggy, buggy scenes happened. So for best viewing, I will be dramatically reconstructing exactly what happened. So here we are in the climb of Côte de Trieux, actually a very steep climb, 1 kilometer 8%, and we climbed this 5 times during the race, so I was expecting something from Arnaud Delis, but it was quite evident with his energy that he won't be the leader, and our hopes are gonna lie on Jasper De Baust here, because he's got a +3, 77 hills on the day, and looking at the pace that Lande, Parapente are setting for their teammate Remco Evenepoel, honestly, it's going to be a very difficult task to hang in with Delis. So about Jasper De Baust, he's been quite a long-serving rider for Lotto, and his contract expires this year. So in the first recording, in the live recording, you know what I said? Jasper De Baust, if you podium this race with your +3, I'm going to give you a new contract, because honestly, I'll be very much impressed if Jasper De Baust goes up against Remco Evenepoel, Oscar Only and all those riders to achieve a podium place. So there we are in the final Côte de Trieux with 15 kilometers to go. Alex Segert gave a massive push to Jasper De Baust, who still has energy, and only 25 riders remain. There is Romain Gregoire, for example, and we've got attacks to the front. That is Florian Lipovic, Tronchon, Evenepoel going, Maxi Schachmann also there to help Remco, Brieuc Roland, quite a lot of punchy riders, but look at Jasper De Baust. He's in the front split with just 11 riders, including Richard Carapaz. So one more attack, this time Maxi Shahman, Remco Evenepoel's teammate. I don't know why Remco is chasing though, but that is good news for us. We can just sit at the back of the group and try to save our energy for that final sprint because we've got very minimal yellow energy left. 5Ks to go, Shahman is soloing, this time Lipovic is countering. We're still trying to stick towards the back of the group, losing contact a little bit. We're back once again as we ready ourselves for the uphill sprint. It is a 1.2 kilometer climb at 6%. Shahman now has 20 seconds, but he looks quite tired as well, but no one is chasing. But there goes Remco Evenepoel. He wants to win himself, and what is he doing? Gregoire in the wheel, we are in the wheel. Final kilometer, Remco has no sprint left. There goes Gregoire, there goes Van Hils, there goes Jasper de Baus. And incredibly, Jasper de Baus finishes second. That was an incredible ride, and what a result, ahead of Remco Evenepoel. And I have to stick with my word, Jasper de Baus next season will be in Lotto Specialized. Now time for Adaxcyclassics in Hamburg. Last year we lost this race to the early attack, so can we get revenge? Arno Deli is here and Victor Sonens in his fitness peak with 78 hills now. What a rider, what a signing. He's also in the squad. So joining with 45 kilometers to go, unfortunately Arno Deli with a -2 day, and Stefan de Scutenaire has a 0 day, so their stats quite similar. We've got Victor Sonens on a nice day as well, but the start list is just way too elite. Philipsen, Milan, Van der Poel, you name it. So if we want to win this race, we gotta use our man advantage and just no going down on the obstacles like the Vaseberg. Right now, very, very slow pace here, so either we have to shake it up in the final one, or else it's gonna be a boring sprint, and with just Stefan de Schutenaar and Arno Deli bad form, I just don't want that. So there goes Alex Segert and Aldo Tayo in front of the group, and I'm going to attack with Victor Sonens here. Segert stops, Tayo stops, Sonens have launched an attack with 23 kilometers to go, just to wake the peloton up a little bit. Arno Deli and Stefan de Scutenaar are here, but yeah, I mean, if it's not going to happen, I don't care, but I think we've broken the peloton slightly. Manier struggling, Tim Thorn Teutenberg struggling. Come on, we've got another split. I am trying not to pace here, and Victor Sonens have 26 seconds. I don't think that's going to work. So with Victor Sonens caught, we got to use our man advantage here and try to make a nice sprint train. Alex Segert certainly done his bit. As we go towards 2 corners, Alec, you can go. Now it's Antoine Leot, but Stefan de Schutenaar is blocked a little bit here. Antoine Leot going in 99 right now. There is Philipsen. 2.5 kilometers to go. I'm going now. 1.8 now. Arno Deli is going to launch now. I think that was a bit of late, but Stefan de Schutenaar has found a little bit of gap. Can he find another one? Oh my god, that's closer than I expected. And honestly, not a bad lead out. Top 5 with the Scutenaar is okay. And, you know, I'm trusting the Scutenaar and Aldo Tayo to be our future sprinters. So, top 5 is not bad. It's frustrating to lose to Milan and Biniam Girmay all the time, but this was quite close. So next up is the Renevi Tour, and this time we have a 15-kilometer time trial in the route. 3 flat stages and 1 stage ending in Gerardsbergen, a quite tough Northern Classic stage. We've got Mathieu van der Poel and Jasper Philipsen joining with Filippo Ganna and Josh Tarling in Ineos. Oh my god, how are we gonna beat Filippo Ganna in a race with time trial? And Remco Evenepoel is also here. Crazy start list. I do want to achieve a top spot here, and that's why I've put Alex Segert here. He's feeling well and has got 79 time trial. With golden kilometers not giving any bony seconds, we're gonna make the separation in the cobble stage, but before that, we start with a sprint in Bilzen. So since there is a very, very big start list, there's a big fight for position as we're in the 6-kilometer banner, and these Belgian roads are not the most wide, and Arno Deli isn't in great position with 5 kilometers to go. Then it will be Alex Segert. Try to find some space here in the middle. Seems to be working, We've gone early. That's the case though. There is Gross's wheel here with the Scootener going 99. There is Tyson, there is Philipsen, 2.5 to go. I think there is a corner towards the finish, so let's sprint now with Stefan de Scootener, with Arnaud Delis in the wheel. I forgot the energy gel, 1.1. This is going to be perfect. Come on, Arnaud Delis. Take the first stage win. Yes, Arnaud Delis wins a sprint. And we've used the course perfectly there, beating Jasper Philipsen. Now that is what I call a perfect lead out by de Scootener. Delis was in prime position. After disappointing sprints in Tour de France, it feels so good to win one of them against elite competition. We may have 10 bonus seconds, but the winner of this race will be decided in this 15.2 kilometer time trial. Alex Segert is a 2-star favorite, hoping for a +3, and will be able to fight with the best. So I've slightly got my wish. It is Alex Segert with a +2 day on this time trial. Going 86 early on. Let's see what Alex Segert's time gonna be. Going here with 86, we're just 15 seconds behind. And I've got a bit of red bar that I've not used, so it's looking okay. So we're getting our minute man Ivo Oliveira with Alex Segert under the Flamme Rouge. What's it gonna be at the end? Evenepoel lead Tarling. We go out of red. It is going to be 4th place, 28 seconds. Really? With 81 time trial? Well, that's disappointing. Filippo Ganna, 84 time trial with the difficulty. He has like 90 TT, so he puts us 38 seconds. Well, that's not great. So there's the new GC. In that final stage, we somehow need to put 40 seconds past Filippo Ganna. Doesn't look too promising to me. But before that, we have 2 more sprints to come. So 4.6 kilometers to go. There is Antoine Lehaut doing a nice lead out. Now it's time for Alex Segert here, moving towards the left. Antoine, you move towards the right. Arnaud Delis is somewhat blocked in. Got 4 riders with 2.5 kilometers. That is pretty good. Let's sprint with Alex Segert. Let's sprint with Jenno Bergmoos. Oh my god. Delis is blocked there. Delis is blocked. Let's get to the wheel of Tim Merlier. And let's sprint now. Let's sprint now with Merlier. Bergmoos, just get out. Oh my god, I've blocked myself here. Stefan de Scootener, though, is gonna get a 2nd place. I mean, that was a horrendous lead out. But it doesn't matter. So Philipsen gets revenge on us. But Stefan de Scootener once again showing that he's a rider that we should invest in. That's why I'm not signing a secondary sprinter to our team for next year. We have 1 more sprint stage to go, but unfortunately road's quite narrow and my 6-man train is really struggling. Now let's get Alex Segert because I need my riders to be at the front as soon as possible. 3 kilometers to go. There is Gerben Tyson. There I sprint with Milan Menton already with 2.2 just for the sake of positioning. There is Stefan de Scootener and Arnaud Delis sprinting, both of them towards the line. Arnaud Delis, no, it was a very messy sprint. Milan wins. Philipsen with, what kind of Alpecin kit is that? I don't know, but yeah. Philipsen gets 2nd. We're gonna get P9. That was pretty bad, but I'm 100% sure we're going to be much more competitive in the next stage in Geraardsbergen. The favorites, well, Mathieu van der Poel, Mats Pedersen, Wout van Aert, Filippo Ganna. The GC looks like this. Ganna, Tarling, Evenepoel and Alex Segert. We're 5th, 57 seconds behind Filippo Ganna. Segert is not the most punchy rider and this course has quite a lot of hills, but after the TT, he's our only bet for the GC. So joining here with 73 kilometers to go, there is Stefan de Scootener, and at his home roads, he is doing quite a good job of leading the peloton. There is Arnaud Delis, who is just a teammate today. Alex Segert in the wheel of Jenno Bergmoos, because, yeah, well, Bergmoos is actually the best rider for us for today, but trying to make the race hard as possible here with 70 kilometers to go. 2nd time to Moor with 50k to go. This time Giddings and Arnaud Delis leading the peloton. What is it going to be? We've got Simon de Haers here. He should drop pretty soon. Darling is well positioned. Van der Poel is well positioned. Remco is also well positioned. And yeah, we're going 95 up the Moor, hoping to create some separation so we can go head to head with the best as we're trying to achieve the best GC place. So Peloton waits until the final loop and the first blood comes from Mathieu van der Poel, the world champion here. There goes Piganzoli as well as a counterattack. Well, the Peloton is 136. It has to be Ineos's work to chase Mathieu van der Poel, who has 40 seconds with 27 kilometers to go. The next up is the Moor, so we will go all out on this one. I think we're helping Ineos here, but I'll try to attack anyway, try to create that separation. So Antoine Leot go 99 here in the Moor, and then it will be Bergmoes and Alex Segert to follow. Come on, Segert, you need to do a big ride to be able to follow the wheel of Jenno Bergmoes, and he's doing a good job so far. Now it's Jenno. There goes Alex Segert. We've created that separation. Now let's stop with Antoine Leot. What is going to be the gap? Well, Lascano tries to follow. Milan Menten also here. Jenno is trying to break away, but just 15 seconds. The peloton down to 16 though. So let's continue here. There is Bergmoes once again. We've got Bosberg here. And I think let's attack with Alex Segert in the Bosberg. That is Jasper Philipsen here. He's trying something, I think, for the points, which is funnily enough. But 51 rider peloton. It's all looking interesting here. Mathieu van der Poel, though, he has 50 seconds on the peloton. Well, it's just been Mathieu van der Poel here. 37 riders remaining, but Artem Schmidt for Ineos is very easily controlling everything, so we have to go once again with Jenno Bergmoes towards Den der Oorberg. Alex Segert is trying to follow. Let's try to attack with Alex Segert. We have caught Mathieu van der Poel. Now we have to chase. Go 99, but we are bringing the whole peloton, so basically everything for nothing in this race. Just can't seem to create that separation here, which is very annoying. So in the end, it's just going to be a sprint. Bergmoes sprints, Alex Segert sprints. What is the peloton doing? They've just given me a head start. And let's stop with Bergmoes. Alex Segert is going to win this stage, but it's just not the way I imagined. Quite boring. Okay, we beat Van der Poel, but yeah, not realistic at all. So Segert gets the win, but we're still going to be 5th in the GC, I think. So any excuse to see our kid in the podium. Alex Segert wins ahead of Jenno Bergmoes in the GC. Yep, 1 second to Magnus Sheffield. We can't drop any of the 4 riders. Okay, that's not an easy task, but I've given everything. I've tried attacking, working ahead at the peloton for nearly the entire race. No, not enough. Funnily enough, also, why is Ayuso here instead of La Vuelta? I will never know. It's nice to end the episode with a victory, but it's the GC that I wanted to affect, and that was not possible. So quite a lot of racing in this month of August, and we've gone through most of them. And next up will be the final Grand Tour La Vuelta. Be sure to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to comment what you've thought about this episode, and then I'll see you guys in the next one in La Vuelta. But until then, goodbye.